Welcome to the Manager Matt podcast show. The show is designed to give you solutions to your day-to-day management and leadership problems. It's hosted by Matthew Haddock, a frontline manager and leader with over 25 years of experience. If you're ready, then let's get on with the show.
Welcome to the Manager Matt's Thought, an opportunity for me to put my view on a situation I've seen at work which I think needs addressing. So without delay, let's get on with the show. I've recently had a lot of managers talk to me about how they hate being micromanaged. They feel that it's an insult to their professionalism. They think their boss needs to back the hell off their backs and let them get on with their jobs. Now, I know people sometimes feel that they've been micromanaged, and it's really important to ask two questions. And this is what I normally do when somebody asks me about being micromanaged. Firstly, is there anyone who actually enjoys being micromanaged? It's a bit like when you see a patient and they say, "Oh, I hate being in hospital." Well, no surprise, you're not meant to like being in hospital. Who does like being there? Well, apart from, of course, the caring professionals who work in the hospitals. But really, you don't want to be there. So most people, in fact, all people, don't really like being micromanaged. And as a manager, you're not going to love having somebody watching every single move. That's just not natural. But my second question is, are you actually being micromanaged? What does that mean to you? I hear comments like, "Well, my manager is always asking me for an update," or "She's really into the detail," or "They're always having an input and making a suggestion." So what you're saying is, your boss wants to drive results, make sure you and them are successful and support you. Well, where's the micromanager there then? That's what I mean. Some people don't really understand the principle of being micromanaged. Micromanagers every minute of the day on your back, trying to get an update, push, usually from a person who's insecure in the role, maybe doesn't have enough to do, so they're always sort of trying to push for somebody else. What it really means is most managers want to monitor, support, and hold you to account. Well, what's up with that? Are we so paranoid about being challenged that we can't see the difference between being micromanaged and actually just being managed? And on the reverse, don't we do that to our directs? Don't we ask them for updates? Don't we ask them to be challenged? Don't we ask them where they need support? And if we don't, then how are we getting the best result out of them? How are we generating those results? I think it's a lot down to ego. And ego comes into this a lot. I'm not meaning ego the name, I mean ego as in your ego. Yeah, I feel that there's a lot of people who, when pushed, get a bit paranoid. They feel that they're being pushed by their leader too much, and it really sort of drives them to a point where they think they're being micromanaged. And what they really need to do is really to have that open conversation with the manager to get to know what they need and when they need it. And that means that their KPIs and your KPIs should really be aligned. So I would have that open conversation. What I wouldn't do is start to go down the point of, "Oh, he's already micromanaging me. I can't live under this kind of pressure." You need to step away, ask he or she, what do they really need, and what does the interaction need to be between you and them to make sure that they can deliver what they need to do and give you enough space to deliver yours. There's always going to be some people who are always going to ask those questions, and you're just going to have to live with it as a leader. There's always going to be a boss above us, so don't get too hung up on that. Well, that's my thought on micromanager, but I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on it. And of course, as I keep saying, feedback is a gift, so please send me any questions or feedback to managermattpodcast@gmail.com. I read all my own emails and I respond to all of them that come through. Well, again, thanks for listening to my thoughts, and have a good week, and goodbye.
Thank you so much for listening to this Manager Matt podcast. We hope you found it interesting, helpful, and actionable. One last thing, please leave a quick review on iTunes or with your podcast provider, as it helps to spread the word of Manager Matt. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the podcast, and if you did like anything in particular, send an email to managermattpodcast@gmail.com or visit managermatt.co.uk for more content. Feedback is a gift, so let's keep giving. See you next week.